I agree. It's a great story with NC State, but let's be realistic. They've won 9 in a row. 7 of them as underdogs. That's the impressive part. But what has changed with this NC State team is the way that they have ratcheted down defensively. Now, normally, Joe, you've done enough shows with me that, I scream from the rooftops, give me the better defensive team catching points. I'm going to line up there all the time. So that would, on the surface, send me to looking at NC State. The last 6 games, they've held their opponents to under 38% shooting, 38% or less for 6 straight games. That's going to win you ball games. But as Steve pointed out, this is a different animal in Purdue. This is old school basketball. Okay. You got 7'4", Zach Edey there that, they pound the ball into him. They go through him. He's not the new wave big man that you see that so many NBA teams love nowadays that can take the defender out, close to the 3-point line. They're going to go old school and pound it inside. Will NC State be able to handle that? And NC State, Purdue doesn't play bad defense either. Purdue can play both ways. They can play a physical game with NC State. For NC State to have a chance in this game, they got to play that half-court game and hope that they can slow down, Zach Edey enough that, somebody else has to step up. Ask Tennessee how that worked out. Not too well. 39 minutes on the floor of the 40-minute game. He scores 40 points in 39 minutes. Everything inside the paint or at the foul line. This is, like I said, old school basketball. And with that, I lean to Purdue, but I'll tell you what I think the better play is here. And I'm looking at the total. And I'm going to take a page out of a very wise man that doesn't want to sit around for the whole game. And that would be you, Joe. I'm going to look at the first half in this game. And you look at it, and as I said, I broke it down in depth on Wager Talk today. You can check out that video if you want to see it. But to sum it up shortly, we know that the first time when you play in a new venue, especially a venue of this size for the national championship game, sight lines and everything's going to be different. So teams have a tendency to get off to a slow start in the game. You also have the nerve factor. Teams, they're going to come out, they're going to be tight. That lends to lower scoring at the beginning. And just see this game, as I said, NC State wants to make it an ugly game. They want to make Purdue have to work for it, and Purdue is fine with that. Purdue only averages 58 shots per game, so they're not a fast-paced team. They make the most out of those shots because they're generally getting high percentage shots when you got a 7'4" guy in the middle there putting it up. So I'm going to look under first half. I think that is the way to go in this game. Don't have to worry about those silly fouls at the end of the game. Go first half and look at the under there. And as Steve alluded to, some team totals might not be a bad way to go either, because I don't see NC State wanting to play at a faster pace. That team total on them unders looks good as well.